Happy Tuesday to everybody. I hope your Monday went well. Want to share some things with you today. So we'll just sit back and take a look. I'm share my screen here and see what we got here on the target. First, we're going to show a couple of PowerPoint slides where the money was moving today. It was moving out of Microsoft on Friday, moving back a little bit today. We got some money moving back in semiconductors, consumer cyclical. The strongest sector really took it on the chin today. Google, Meta, AT&T, and communication services. Industrials did pretty well. Utilities, basic materials, energy not so much. And real estate looked like it did pretty well. Now we got this chart about global and U.S. debt. When will it actually collapse? Everything collapses primarily at debt prices. Global debt has trebled in this century, and we include derivatives, a major part of this debt, gone from 4 trillion, and it looks like 3 quadrillion. So with that bright news, let's go on to our charts. First, let's take a look. Let's move our screen down a little bit here. Doesn't want to stay. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar was up pretty strong. That kind of put a clamp on the market early. Yields were up quite a bit. They didn't quite gap up, but they were up pretty strong on both the 10-year and the 20-year. 20-year is bumping its head up against the 50 and 200-day moving average. We'll take a look at the bonds. The bonds are pulling back, so the yields are bouncing on the 1 to 3-year treasury bonds as well. Cryptocurrencies pulled back. Bitcoin pulled back in between its 10 and 20-day moving average. Ethereum pulled back slightly, but it held up pretty strong. Gold pulled back pretty strong, bounced off of their 20-day moving average. Silver pulled back as well. Copper pulled back slightly. It came back pretty strong at the finish. Some rumors about tech being bought out, so tech bounced up pretty high. Look at metals and mining. It's kind of stabilizing here. Energy pulled back. Technology actually stayed pretty strong. Had a strong rally to end the day in a kind of bullish faction. Take a look at the VIX. The VIX went even lower than down to about, it's under 17. This is really lowest. I'm assuming that this is going to bounce at some point. So the S&P 500 went up slightly. The Dow was up. And I believe the IWM was the strongest index today. It was up pretty well. So let's take we're going to reverse things in a moment. Take a look at healthcare sector. It's trying to hang in there. Financials popped up quite a bit here. This is why the IWM moved up. Transportation moved up. So let's take a look at what was, oh yes, take a look at semiconductors. They were down a little bit, but they did bounce back. In the semiconductor space, IoT really had a kind of a breakout here. See if that continues. Broadcom bounced off of their 50-day moving average. DoubleVerify kind of bounced off of their 10-day moving average. They're remaining in this kind of tight consolidation area. Big winner from 2021, 2020 is CleanSpark. They work with crypto mining and other software technology. Shockwave looks pretty strong after a big consolidation. They had some good news on Medicare was going to reimburse bigger payments, so this was good news for Shockwave Medical. One of the strongest stocks in the market has been ANET, Arista Networks. It broke out, came up to the this green area here, pulled back a little bit, and it looks like we got a little bullish triangle here forming when the 10 and 20-day moving averages are starting to come together. Tenable Holdings in cyber security looks like it's trying to break out here. Workiva, it broke out of this area, kind of consolidated here. It looks like we're having another breakout here on a pretty huge volume down here. TK Tankers bounced off of its 10, 20, and 50-day moving average area. Got a little broke down in the consolidation, so it is breaking out here. And then finally, we'll take a look at Floor and Decor and the building area. It's remaining pretty tight in here. It's kind of low volume. We'll just have to see if it picks up volume and it can break out of this consolidation area. Now, declining issues. Roblox broke down, not enough eyeballs working with their products, is down 12%. State Street was down 12% earlier, but it did recover nicely. Moderna dropped pretty strongly. Looks like it was down about 6%. Catalent had a lot of volume. It didn't move down too much, but it had gapped down yesterday quite a bit. And Trupanion is our last one that we're going to look at. It was down significantly today. Looks like pretty close to 11% down today. So that's a look at our markets today. That's Tuesday morning for you. We'll continue to look at the markets. They look kind of wobbly. I'm not sure if we looked at the QQQ, but they were down in the morning because of yields and then recovered somewhat. So that's Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll have more news for you tomorrow. In the meantime, go out there and have a great day.